Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're looking at a story that brings a really jarring reality into focus. We're going to break down a truly tragic incident that unfolded over a 4th of July weekend down in South Florida. Look, it's a heavy story about a young life cut suddenly, completely short, a totally chaotic crime scene, and a massive ongoing search for answers. We'll be walking through the facts exactly as reported by local authorities and piecing together the timeline of what actually went down.
Okay, let's dive into this. Picture a super quiet neighborhood in Miramar, Florida. Everyone's waking up on a holiday weekend, right? A weekend that's meant for celebration, for community. Residents actually brushed off the sound of loud pops at first. I mean, you'd probably assume it was just early morning fireworks too. But the reality they walked out into, it was a violent, chaotic scene that completely shattered any sense of holiday peace.
Section 1. The Miramar Crash, a Fatal Morning.
So the official police reports lay out a frankly shocking initial scene. It's about 5:30 in the morning. We're on the 2700 block of Sunshine Boulevard in Miramar. Out of nowhere, a lime green Lamborghini Urus, which is a highly conspicuous luxury SUV, comes absolutely tearing through the intersection and violently crashes directly into a nearby house. Now, the collision itself was devastating enough, but as first responders got there, they realized pretty quickly this wasn't just a simple traffic accident.
This statement from Miramar Police Chief Delrish Moss really grounds the facts of the scene. Officers discovered 3 victims trapped inside the crashed vehicle, and all 3 had sustained gunshot wounds. What started as a simple noise complaint for fireworks literally instantly escalated into a multi-victim tragedy and a fully active homicide investigation. 2 male passengers were rushed to a local hospital in critical condition, but the 3rd passenger, a young woman, tragically lost her life.
Section 2. Who was DreamDoll Brii? Remembering Brianna.
The primary victim of this horrible shooting was Brianna Johnson. She was just 21 years old. 21. That number is just a stark reminder of the sheer tragedy here. She was so young, incredibly creative, and full of the kind of momentum that basically shouted she had a massive future ahead of her.
And this brilliantly illustrates just how vibrant the life she was building truly was. Brianna wasn't just some passenger. To hundreds of thousands of people online, she was DreamDoll Brii, or It Girl Brii. She had an absolutely massive digital footprint, with over 385,000 followers on TikTok and over 80,000 on Instagram. As a lifestyle and entertainment creator, she was known for her super authentic personality and infectious energy. She was even featured on the viral rap track Bend Over. She hadn't just built a following, she'd built a genuine community that watched her life unfold in real time.
Now, quick timeout for a necessary point of media literacy for those of you who might be following this story in the news. We need to clarify something. The sources note there was actually another tragic incident that exact same weekend up in Jacksonville, Florida. It involved a domestic violence dispute and, coincidentally, another woman also named Brianna Johnson. Look, these 2 events are completely separate, and authorities have made it 100% clear there's no connection between them. We bring this up simply to nip any misinformation in the bud as we look at the facts of the Miramar case.
Section 3. Timeline of a tragedy, early morning hours. Let's move to and see how this builds, methodical, step by step. Based on source reports, Brianna and the 2 men had spent the evening at a 4th of July party at an Airbnb. Sometime in the early morning hours after leaving the party, they stopped at a local Shell gas station. And here's where things escalate. Reports indicate a physical altercation, a fight, broke out there. Shortly after they left that gas station at 5:30 a.m., police received multiple ShotSpotter alerts. That's the technology designed to instantly detect gunfire. These went off near Sunshine Boulevard. And then just minutes later, the green Lamborghini, having been fired upon by someone in another vehicle, crashes into the house.
Section 4. The Investigation, Seeking Answers.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how much we know versus how much is still a total mystery. Investigators have confirmed a few stark facts. They know the Lamborghini was followed. They know the suspects pulled up alongside them in a light-colored or white sedan. They're thinking possibly a BMW, and then just opened fire. But there's a massive mystery still hanging over this whole shebang. Who were the shooters? Their identities are completely unknown. And the specific motive, like why this exact car was targeted and how it actually connects back to that gas station fight, that's all still being pieced together.
Chief Moss was actually very specific in addressing the public's fears. Authorities really don't believe this was some random act of violence or an ongoing threat to the wider Miramar community. That green Lamborghini was specifically hunted down and targeted. But the why? That is absolutely the most critical missing puzzle piece right now.
So to find that why, detectives are heavily relying on 2 things: community cooperation and digital evidence. They are meticulously combing through area surveillance footage, trying to reconstruct the exact path that white BMW took before and after the shooting. They're actively pleading with residents in the Sunshine Boulevard and Southwest 27th Court areas, like please check your Ring doorbells, check your home security cameras, your dash cams, anything for clues. And crucially, they are begging the public not to spread unverified rumors on social media. That kind of stuff can severely compromise an active homicide investigation.
Section 5. A community in mourning. Tributes pour in.
When the news of her passing broke, literally thousands of followers flooded her Instagram and TikTok accounts, reading their messages, fans praying for her to continue to be a baddie in the afterlife, asking God to watch over her family. You can just feel the genuine connection she had with her audience. Her fans didn't just see her as a screen name or a profile picture. They felt like they really knew her. This immense outpouring of grief really reflects the impact her energy had on the people who followed her daily life.
Looking back at her final digital footprint really underscores the heartbreaking suddenness of all this. Just hours before her death, she posted a photo with a super confident, vibrant caption, "Pretty fly bitch." It is a chilling reminder of just how incredibly fast a life, a creative journey, and a whole digital narrative can be permanently interrupted by senseless violence.
So the crucial point is this. Right now, a family is grieving a 21-year-old daughter, and a whole community has lost a really bright light. And the investigation, it is still wide open. Authorities desperately need information to bring justice to Brianna Johnson. If you have any information at all, please contact Broward Crime Stoppers at 954-493-8477. It leaves us with a really provocative thought. In an age where literally our entire lives are documented online and tracked by GPS, how is it that the perpetrators of such a public, violent act can still just vanish into the night? We're going to continue to follow the facts as they emerge. Thank you so much for learning with us today.